Welcome back to The Aligned Path. I'm Glenn Pankhurst. Today's episode is about something deceptively simple, but incredibly powerful. What you focus on expands. Not because your thoughts magically control life, but because the energy behind your focus shapes the way you experience it. When you place your attention on something, whether it's a problem or a possibility, you activate a vibration within you. That vibration begins to gather momentum. And the more momentum it has, the more it colors what you notice, how you feel, and what shows up around you. This isn't about effort, it's about awareness, because the more attuned you are to how something feels when you focus on it, the more power you have to shift your experience from the inside out. We're conditioned to believe that hard effort is the way forward, that struggle leads to success, but that belief, like many, is just a pattern, and it can be changed. Because life isn't responding to your efforts, life responds to your vibration. And when you experience something unwanted, you automatically launch a new desire. Your inner being, source, higher self, whatever name you use, immediately becomes that desire and holds the frequency of the wanted end of the stick. We're the only ones who pinch ourselves off from that vibration by continuing to focus on the unwanted. Let's get clear. Vibration is what you actually have going on about a particular subject. And how you feel about that subject is the clearest indicator of where you're vibrating on it. If it feels good, you're on the wanted end of the stick. If it feels bad, you're on the unwanted end of the stick. The moment you desire something, consciously or not, your inner being becomes the vibration of that desire. It doesn't waver. It holds the frequency of the version of life you've just asked for. The more you do this work, the more sensitive you become, and the easier it gets to notice when you've drifted out of alignment and gently guide yourself back. Everything begins as vibration: sound, image, thought, feeling. You're already an incredible interpreter of vibration. You've been doing it your whole life, translating vibration into sensation, into emotion, into experience. But the deepest skill is becoming aware of where you are on the emotional scale when you're thinking about something, and deliberately shifting when it doesn't feel good. That's alignment in action. Vibration translates into feeling. Your feeling influences your thoughts, and as those thoughts gain momentum, they shape your choices, your actions, and eventually, your reality. This isn't about repeating affirmations or pushing positivity. It's about tuning in to what's true for you right now. Let's say you're focusing on something you want, like more money, a relationship, a new opportunity. You might affirm, I always have enough. Abundance is flowing to me now. But if saying that doesn't feel good, if it feels off or hollow, you're not aligned with it yet, and that's okay. So instead of pushing through it, pause. Acknowledge where you actually are. Say something more emotionally accurate like, I often have what I need. I'm learning to let money flow more easily. Or if the subject itself is too tense, switch the subject altogether. Focus on abundance in a form that you truly believe. I love how generous nature is. The sun rises for everyone every day. There's always beauty to receive. These are thoughts you can actually feel. They're vibrationally true for you. And that's what shifts your point of attraction. The universe hears what you mean, not what you say. It hears what's actually vibrating in your emotional tone, and that's what gets reflected back to you. This is why honesty with how you feel is such a powerful doorway to real alignment and to lasting change. You are where you are, and that's okay. Let's clear this up. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking until it has enough momentum to feel like truth. Most of the time, our beliefs aren't even ours. We inherit them. Life is hard, success requires struggle, money doesn't grow on trees. But you get to decide which beliefs stay and which ones you release. When you shift your dominant thoughts, your beliefs shift. And when your beliefs shift, your entire life story begins to change. From childhood, I believed it was my job to fix others, that they couldn't do it alone, and I had to do it for them. That story played out everywhere: work, friendships, relationships. I'd align for them, I'd overdo, I'd drain myself, and then resent it. But when I shifted my vibration around that belief, when I raised it up the emotional scale, the change was instant. Those same people showed up completely differently. They gave more, supported more, reflected the new story I had told about them. This is often misunderstood. You don't have to solve everything at once. Find one area of your life that already feels light, good, or stable, and give it your focus. That one shift can lift your overall vibration and begin to change how everything else responds. And what you'll notice is the other subjects will begin to shift too. What you focus on expands, appreciate what's working, and more like it will join. There will be times when a subject feels too painful, too raw, too active. If you can't find anything positive to say or feel about it, don't. Choose a different subject entirely. Choose relief. That choice alone will begin to raise your overall vibration. And once that happens, even the subjects you've backed away from will start to shift. I used to spend hours, sometimes entire days, trying to solve problems from a misaligned place, pushing, spinning, solving. Nothing changed, and I felt exhausted. Until I started pausing, until I started checking how I felt first, and aligning with source before taking any action. That's when it all changed. What used to feel like hard work started to flow. What used to require force became easy. Aligned action is powerful. Efforted action is draining. Think about something you're naturally good at, something you love. It feels easy, right? That's alignment. You're already doing this in so many areas, and any new subject can be the same. Once you stop telling the story that it's difficult, tell the new story instead. I can find alignment on any subject. I can shift this. I can flow here too. And you will. You are a natural interpreter of vibration. You're already being guided, moment to moment, by how you feel. So trust that. Let your emotions lead you. Let your appreciation grow. And watch your life begin to respond with greater and greater clarity. What you focus on expands, and when you align with the wanted end of the stick, you line up with where your source already is, because your inner being has already become vibration of what you've asked for. It's not source that brings you the wanted, it's law of attraction that responds to your alignment with source. Source holds the frequency of your desire immediately, purely, fully. And when you match that frequency, over time, law of attraction brings it into form. And that's why alignment is everything. If you want to begin today, start first thing in the morning. 17 minutes meditating, watching, or listening to something positive to set your tone. In the evening, take a walk in nature, aiming for satisfaction. Every Sunday, give yourself an intentional meditative sound bath reset for the week ahead. And your dreams, record them, feel into them, let them speak to you. These are the rhythms that brought me back to myself. You're not broken, you're not behind, you're just out of sync with part of you that already knows who you are. And the more you practice alignment, gently, consistently, the more that version of you becomes your everyday. Want the full story behind this rhythm? Go back to episode 1, The Block. And if you want even more support with these rhythms, keep an eye out for my new guided meditation episodes coming soon. Each one is designed to help you reset, realign, and return to yourself whenever you need it. Thank you for walking this path with me. I'm Glenn Pankhurst, and this is The Aligned Path. I'll meet you in the next episode. For all the links to listen, follow, and read, just head to my bio wherever you're listening or following. That's where you'll find everything in one place, including the latest episodes, articles, and all my social channels. If this speaks to you, please subscribe, review, like, share, comment, or tag a friend. Let's keep walking this path together. And I'd love to know, what are you working on? What are you letting go of? What are you ready for today? You can comment on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, or directly on the articles. Let others feel the ripple of your insights.